Nice to see you all again. Just let's see, including what we call our bodies. You can't get it wrong. Just an invitation. The habit is so strong to go outwards. And you might notice by including what we call our bodies, maybe it's just arriving more here. Just maybe. Nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just letting it do what it needs to do. No interference. Mind might be thinking or not. Heart is pumping the blood with luck. It's just doing it all by itself. And then there's that which is aware of it all. You might see, even though there's movement on the screen, how attention immediately wants to move away from here. And again, no right or wrong with that. Just noticing. I still think it's a really rare invitation just to be, especially in company. No special way to be. Just here. So if there's anything that you like to shine the light on, please feel free. Sometimes it's just that our bodies can't find peace, and some of our systems haven't learned yet how to regulate, down-regulate our systems. So coming together, we can assist bodies to learn it. Our bodies know from the get-go how to get excited. As babies, we need to know that, so that we can give a signal that something is wrong, we need something. But quite often, our systems have not learned how to soothe, and that's something we learn. We learn through our lives, with luck. Sometimes it's difficult to do it by ourselves, so we can assist each other in that. So that explains that sometimes when we are with somebody that is calm and at peace, how our system slowly calms also and comes to peace again. Or just being in an environment that is peaceful, you can see that our systems react to that. And you might feel already, just us being together, tuning into each other, how something is settling. Even the mind quietens down, maybe, for some of us. Is that Eva?
Meike,
Yes.
can I ask you something? Mhm.
Well, let's see.
Let's see if you can. And if I, so I'm not sure. It's just like something interesting that I noticed, and I wonder how you experience that, or how you feel that, or is that it feels that sometimes this system, or whatever the system is, like trying to find kind of like I think it makes a kind of like a movement. Maybe it wants to feel like this symbiosis thing or like connection by maybe making a certain movement. And I can feel now like that when the system or when I don't make that movement, then that feels maybe more healthy. But then also it comes with this feeling of a, I think it's a new feeling of then feeling first like, okay, then you're totally actually alone, which we maybe always are or something, or like not
Mhm.
connected. And I wonder, it feels a little bit like this, maybe really early on, like being in the room and feeling like this oneness and wanting to go back to that. Maybe that's already too much of a story, but I felt it now also that I had a tendency or wanting to, but that I can feel that's actually not like a healthy movement. And then it feels like, oh, okay, we are kind of like two separate beings, but also we are not. But then the body does feel it like that somehow. I'm not sure if you.
Totally understand, yeah. And all of that, what you just said, it's wonderful to notice it, isn't it? Just to see it. But you can see then the mind comes up with all different ideas, what it means, you know, if it's healthy, if it's not healthy, just all that interpretations that it puts on top of sensations and experience, actually.
And it just wants to actually just meet or something, or I don't know, because that's why I want to sit with you is just because, or with anybody I guess in life, I just want to feel. Even that I don't know what.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, even that we don't know. It just comes up with all kinds of ideas. Huh? I mean, what we can maybe say is in this realm or this dimension or whatever you want to call this, where we experience ourselves the way we do, um, it just tries to be comfortable most of the time, doesn't it? And then when it's just here like this,
And I can feel that even that looking for connection or the heart or all that stuff, even that is then like having an agenda. It's so actually so nice. I could feel that that's not even like it's not because that's not including everything in a way, or that's like yeah, you know, like,
so if you just stay with the noticing, Eva, and not putting anything on top of it, somehow there's a noticing what these systems do. And it's just a tiny little bit because there's so much going on, isn't it? We can't, I can't even start to describe or speak about. It's always done already. We're always behind when we express. It's already totally different just from that one moment from before. But there's the tendency to constantly put something on top of it, make it mean something. So if we're just here, just notice by itself. So even there, no effort, no effort, no effort whatsoever. Somehow it's creating itself like this. We have no clue how it does it. You can ask all the sages, all those people that have explored before us or are exploring right now. Nobody has a clue how it puts itself together like this. That it appears, that there's Ava, Laura, all these beautiful people here. Yeah, no clue. Nobody can tell you. I have never met anybody who could give me an answer that was just satisfying. It's just seems like not possible to get an answer.
Yeah, because otherwise, even then it goes into how you can do it right or wrong, or how to figure out a way. But if, yeah, exactly. But there is, yeah, exactly, no idea what that is. And
Yeah.
even you then.
Yeah.
That's very relaxing.
It's very relaxing. Yeah. Oh, it just gets so many things out of the way. Huh? All these ideas of how we should live life, how you should live life, how our neighbors, our friends, everything, how the trees should grow, straight up and not in any other direction, or what color the flowers should have and what size, and yeah, what color your hair should be, and if you should be taller or smaller, or younger or older, or it's just ongoing. And for a moment, just here. No special way to be. Mm. Peace. Mm. Becomes also another, it opens up into another realm in a way. Huh? It's like equality. It's just same, huh? Isn't it? No one knows any more than another. No need even to go into that realm. It just opens up something different when there's a realization of it's okay the way it is.
But then, yeah, there's just this shared purpose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's an awe of itself. Wow, wow, wow. That it's an awe of its own creation. It knows it's not real in a certain way because it's just changing all the time. It knows that. It's just that wowness in awe of itself, how it shows itself every moment differently.
Yeah, and that is it not real? Exactly, yeah. There are things here now like flowers or trees, but yeah, also that exactly. Yeah, it's changing. It's
Everything. Everything is changing all the time, except that in which everything appears. That doesn't change. And some call that awareness or God, or all these beautiful names. Mm. So you're having a good time in Spain?
very
Oh, I can imagine. You all look very beautiful. Mm. Love the photos you were sending. Mm.
yeah, just being in nature and like being together. Just, yeah,
Oh,
like this.
fantastic. Mm.
Sweet Eva, can you speak louder? I can't hear you.
She likes it where she is.
All the animals.
Life. Okay. Yeah. And thanks for hosting. I know you're busy. Oh, Sylvie.
Hi, Meike.
Hey, Sylvie.
I really wanted to sit with you on something.
With pleasure.
Yes, because of the rules at schools, the children have to wear masks, and I was really upset about it. And I really the whole week thinking about maybe put a lawyer on this. But I can't feel really clearly whether I have to do this or not, because it gives me so much fear in the system. So I can't get a clear yes or no. And I thought maybe,
Beautiful.
yeah, maybe I thought maybe there's only a wanting protecting the heart, but I can't really feel clearly whether I want to go in this journey or not.
Mm.
So I thought maybe I can sit with you on this, so it feels more clear for me.
With pleasure. So you said one thing, that it creates fear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's be with that. Can you feel it right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So nice to be together with fear.
Yeah.
Yes. Fear. Oh gosh, when there's fear in the system and you've got to be by yourself with that. Oi. Fear likes company. Fear likes to know, oh, it's okay, I'm not alone. At least in my experience.
It feels so torn in a way, because I'm really lighter, and there is a part of me that wants to fight for this. So I'm really
Wonderful.
yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic noticing. Fantastic noticing. So, now I'm curious. So it swings between fear and fight. Do I
Yeah.
understand? Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a survival response.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So what I do know is the moment the system is activated in any direction, it's very, very difficult to get a clear
Yeah.
reading. Yeah. So we got to deal with that first.
Yeah.
Because also we all know, in the moment it's quiet and all is well, decisions it just goes like that. It rolls. It's like, yeah, this way, this way, this way. Yeah, just rolls like that. So when there's any activation, fight, flight, freeze, whatever it is, can't get a
Not
clear
clear.
read. No, can't. It's not possible. System is busy with surviving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's be with it. Let's be with it.
The energy is more open already.
Yeah, I can feel it too. It's like
Yeah.
I can feel it's more breathing, more deeply. Yeah. See, there again, also what I know, especially when systems meet in an environment that is inviting and kind, systems calm down. So we know each other so long now,
Yeah.
and you know, we are on the same page in a certain way. So our systems know, I can just calm down with whatever comes, so far at least. So giving it all the time, Sylvie. Who knows where this comes from? You know, who knows? I mean, it's triggered with Corona and wearing masks and all those things. It's triggered with that, but it's much older. Just seeing how it's now.
I think there's also a fear of being publicly seen or something.
So, okay, now there's an idea about something,
Yeah.
an idea about action, and let's just come back how it feels to be here. So you can see the mind tries to find an answer for why, for for why it, for why it's activated actually, huh? Yeah. And then it puts it, you know, into this time in a way. But in the end, again, we don't really have a clue why it activates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What we can see is some pictures like, okay, children have to wear the mask at school, and an activation comes. Yeah. So we've got to deal with that activation. Everything else is put on top as far as I can see. So it's always an invitation to regulate our systems. See if there's really a threat, or is it just an old way of how the system triggers itself and activates and gets scared or it wants to fight. So how's the activation now?
It feels really calm now and open.
Oh, far out.
Yeah.
Okay. So then let's see from here. Let's see from here. So now we can, you know, we move towards. Let's see when it gets activated again, or maybe it stays calm. So there you are, mother, and you want your children to have oxygen coming in their systems.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah. So there's the goodness, huh? There's, don't want that my children wear masks all the time. They can't really breathe. Yeah. So there's the goodness. You can see it. Most beautiful intention. And then somebody else says, no, you have to do it like this. And then you say, no. don't like it. Then the activation comes. And then we get scared or we go into fight. So let's see if it's possible to stay here, to not go into fight or flight. If we can act in a way, we might be activated, you know, it might go into that direction, but we might be still clear on how we want to walk, how we want to live. Yeah. And there have been so many beautiful examples these last years where God right just stood up and said, no, without going into fight, actually. Without, maybe the systems were still triggered in a certain way, but there was a clarity of not being interested in fight, but also not backing off. So that's actually what I can see, where we are at right now. We're looking for a different way to stand up for what feels right for us without going into fight. I'm not sure if that is interesting for you too, but I assume actually. But what I know is that we have to deal with all those activations, because the moment the survival mechanism is triggered, it's very, very, very difficult to stay calm and clear. It's not possible, actually. So all the thoughts actually are put on top. Why and if it's right or wrong. But underneath is that you called it fear and fight, both.
Yeah, what I also feel is when I thinking about putting a lawyer to this, when I think about that I'm not gonna do it, it feels for me as resistance. That I want to run away from it.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah, so
that's flight. You know, that's so it's again survival mechanism.
yeah.
So let's be with that. So
Oh, it's a huge shock.
yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
You still feel your body?
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Shocks from my system are always good, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So, Sylvie, what's the worst that can happen to you? If you go and get a lawyer, for example.
I don't know.
You
I really don't know.
There you
No,
can see, yeah.
it's just reacting and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm.
It was unknown stuff and yeah.
Yeah, fantastic to see. I totally understand. And you don't know.
No.
You really don't know. No. You really don't know. And again, I mean, all I know is the moment my system is activated, I can't see clearly. I will not get a clear read. It's always that activation behind it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know you've done a lot of SE, so it is about regulating our systems again and again and again and again. Whenever it activates, okay, you check your environment, is there a real threat? If not, it is about regulating.
The whole body.
It seems whole body, it seems our job. It seems to be our job to regulate again and again and again and again.
It's shivering all now, the whole body. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
So what a beautiful discharge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you feel this?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I like being invited to feel with. Who knows where this is from? Huh?
Yeah. It's a strong thing in my system.
You know, Sylvie, there again, we make it personal, and I know it feels very personal.
Yeah.
But this is the anxiety that most people on the planet right now feeling. All those that have been running along for so many years and have not noticed actually that they were running, and they can't do that anymore. Then there comes the anxiety, then there comes the freak out actually.
Yeah.
Most of our systems, especially in our civilization culture, and you know that, I'm not saying anything new, have been running on in survival mode since forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to achieve something, you have to have a career, you have to do a certain way, otherwise you won't survive. And not only that, otherwise you're not a good person. You know, if you're not going with what some people have written into books, laws, rules, if you're not going with that, you know, you will be punished. And nobody wants to be punished. It's very, very scary. It's very scary. Being taken out and being put away. It's very, very scary. But we also, we are at a point where we don't want to do that anymore. It's very clear. So you don't want to do that to your children. You don't. You don't. There's a lot of us that don't like to do that. So now how do we deal with it? How do we do it in a way that feels right in our own system? And it's new. It's pretty new, because most of the actions come with that heavy load behind it, of heavy load of right or wrong.
Yeah.
So, wow, I find it very exciting that you getting yourself out there.
Yeah, and in this moment it feels oh my God, I have to cry.
Yeah.
That I have to do it.
How wonderful.
Yeah.
How wonderful, Sylvie.
I feel that. Yeah.
Yeah. And you feel it from, I mean, how it feels here, just how you express right now, is it comes from your heart, actually.
Yeah. Totally. Totally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it feels really open, and I can feel clear now, and I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
you, Meike.
Oh, sweetheart. Mm. When fear comes, or, you know, maybe you can tune into this here again, to us, you know.
Yeah.
Because fear might come,
Yeah.
you know.
It will
Yeah.
come. It will come.
And you regulate.
Yeah.
You get yourself into that space again where, yes, because you see clearly.
Yeah, and if I can't handle it, I have a really special group where I can go to.
Oh, fantastic. Very happy to hear.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh,
It means
oh,
so much. Yeah.
wishing you, oh, yeah, blessings on that journey.
Yeah, I need that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, you're doing it for all of us. Yeah.
Yeah, for the children, for the world, for
Yes. Yes.
yeah,
For our new way of living.
absolutely.
We had
Yeah.
enough of the old stuff, huh? We had so enough.
Yeah. Done.
Done.
Done. Thank you, Meike.
You're so welcome. Judith.
Hi, Meike.
Hello.
Wow, this was so touching. Whoa, so beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gosh, we're so
Somehow
lucky, huh?
to move through all those layers and be so precise about, oh, it goes that direction, it goes that direction, and then finding this again. What a depth.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
You can see we have, I mean, you know, we know each other since, some of us, we know each other since 20 years or more than 10 years for sure, you know. And you can just see how quick we come to clarity, yeah? How much, I don't like to call it work because we are all so passionate about it. But how far we have come, how quick it just comes back to home.
Yeah, it is the whole combination, huh? The interest we have, and but also the support when it is invited, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow,
It's wow.
wow,
Yeah.
that's so awesome, so awesome.
It's so awesome, yes.
Yeah.
Lucky Asa.
Yeah, very,
Yeah.
very, very lucky.
Yeah.
Wow.
Having a moment of rest with each
Yeah.
other.
It's so precious, so incredibly precious.
Mm-hmm. Again and again and again and
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. No words. It's just yeah, really touching. It's just so touching.
Oh. I mean, I love the internet, but sometimes I just would love to be able to have a big hug.
Yeah.
This is one of those moments. I say, oh, man.
And I feel already hugged in a sense. That's why it also brings tears to my eyes.
Yeah.
The heart is touched.
Yes. Thanks, Judith.
Thank you, Meike. Thank you all. So precious. Mute myself.
Esther.
Hi, Mike.
Hello.
I would love to explore. Sorry. I would love to explore something, and it will sound a little bit chaotic, I guess.
Say again.
Probably I bring it a little bit chaotic. There are a lot of aspects in life, but first I would love to sit with you a little bit, because what I sense now, the energy, I'm just not used to be connected with someone else. It's a human being.
So what does that mean to you? What do you mean when you say you're not used to being connected with somebody else?
That
Good question, isn't it?
Well, it's a memory of being excluded when I feel these sensations.
Ah, so sensations.
Yeah, sensation.
So there are sensations, and then there is an interpretation of the sensations. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it feels.
Marina.
Hi, Meike.
Hello.
Yeah, a lot of sadness and flatness, almost non-interest in life.
Oh, I understand. I understand. Ah. It will change again, Marina. Don't worry.
It's been there for weeks, though.
Oh, wow. Some people have that for years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it will change again. Don't worry.
I know there's a sadness, but then tears don't happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's often linked in the health, fatigue, and then that seems to link in.
Yeah. That's how it seems.
That's how it seems.
Yes. That's how it seems. Is it true?
No idea.
Yeah. You're so beautiful. You sounded very convincing for a moment.
Mind has all sorts of ideas, isn't it?
Yes, I know. Yeah. 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 It's constantly busy with coming up with really good ideas, huh?
Yeah.
And it's convincing.
Yeah.
At times. But then it comes to visit us and we see clearly.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean anything. No. Doesn't mean anything.
Yes, I just
And this rhyme, yeah.
Oh, go on.
I mean, this rhyme where we find ourselves in is not the easiest, huh? It's based on separation. And most of us suffer immensely with that sense of separation. We hate it. We hate it. We hate being in constant survival mode. Our bodies don't like it at all. So that's where we find ourselves, in that run most of the time. And then we've had glimpses of beyond, and I mean, some of us at least, I know, who are constantly exploring who we actually are, what we actually are. But even then, it switches over into that sense of separation again. So we got to, I call it exploration or inquiry, but it is an ongoing. We can't put it into our pockets. It's like ongoing. It's so convincing. Wherever you look, it's so convincing that there's something wrong, there's something we could do. Just all of it.
It just feels like I'm less and less interested in things I used to be interested in. Yeah, at the moment, there's just it's not there.
Yeah. I can promise you it will change again. That's all I know. It's already different. It's already different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it does.
This feels like there's a sadness here that it's just a deep sadness that has been there a lot, and it's perhaps there's a not wanting it, and it's not moving, it's not crying, it's not,
Yeah, and there again, we make it personal because in this realm that we find ourselves, everything is separate. So it's you, it's me. And then it's like, oh, you're the only one who has it. And you know that sadness, how long it's been there already. I mean, all those people that have lost their loved ones through disease, through war, through whatever. And it sits in the system. It sits everywhere. It sits like a bubble over this realm we find ourselves. Never finding peace. Have your children hungry or die of hunger or thirst, or then those people that think they have to go to war and fight, and how many men have been killed in war. I mean, going against each other, you can't even, it's like, gosh, how do you do that? So there's all that stuff, and it's going on right now. All of it is going on. People are starving of hunger. Then this coronavirus thing that's, I mean, now you talk only about that. And we are still the lucky ones. We are so lucky. Just go into those countries where people anyway are struggling with not having enough food and not knowing how to feed their children and being sick and not having a job. And yeah, you feel it, Marina. You do feel it. You feel it all. Sometimes more, sometimes less. So it is personal and it is impersonal at the same time, at least from where I see. I don't know if there's a state ever in this realm where we find ourselves, where there's just happiness. I don't know if that's possible. I can see the more my system is realizing the beyond this realm, the easier it gets, because it doesn't believe in belief. But triggered, if the system gets triggered, It's unpredictable.
Yeah. But it gets triggered more if it's also personal, right? If what's going on in everyone is also in this nervous system more. Because it feels very early, some early sadness there. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. But there again, it wants to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting what it tries to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wants to make it about Marina.
Yeah.
And I understand. I totally understand. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just at the same time, maybe to see that it doesn't have anything to do with anything. It doesn't mean that you don't take care. It's like, you know, when I had the conversation with Sylvie, you know, at first when it was activation, it's just not possible to see. But then all of a sudden something came into balance. We don't know where it will go, but at least it feels clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I could take it all away. You know, all the struggle, all the pain and grief and all of it. It just doesn't work like this. You just got to see again and again that it actually doesn't have anything to do with anything. It's a miracle the way it made itself up.
Yeah.
Wow. Constantly creating. Yeah. Doesn't matter if these bodies are there or not. It doesn't care about anything. This kind of creation. And I know you have had glimpses. It's like the deeper we look, if we really look clearly, we even know that this is, I can call it a dream. That's what people say. It's constantly changing. It's not solid whatsoever. It's not even solid. But you can see it only from a certain place. You can't see it when we are caught up in this realm where we find ourselves in normally. It's impossible to see. Got to get a bit more quiet and
Okay. Thanks, Meike.
You're welcome, Marina. Shall we?
Shall we?
How are we doing? Oh, we're still good. We're still good. Arthur.
Hello.
Hi.
Different glasses. I feel a bit strange during this meeting. I'd like to ask to sit with kind of sensations.
With pleasure.
Actually, the sensations are not the same anymore.
Yeah, I can feel it.
It's so strange.
Yeah.
When we meet like this, it adds a silence, and it's different. It's easier.
Yeah.
Touches.
Yes. And it's so beautiful how our systems know each other.
Yeah. And not knowing what it is.
Yeah, not knowing what it is.
It is something
Yeah.
clicks and yeah.
I like that description. It's something that it clicks.
Yeah, and not only with you, but
No.
at certain moments in a kind of setting, it's
Yeah. It clicks.
connection. Yeah.
Yes. Bettina. Oh, kann dich nicht hören. Can't hear you.
Jetzt?
Yeah,
No?
yeah.
Sorry.
No worries.
Hello.
Hi.
Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you too. Yummy.
It's nothing to say from this side. Perhaps from
No, no, just yummy.
you. Yes. Really grateful.
Mm.
Mm.
Mm. What a privilege to drink each other like this. Huh? Mm.
There's such a big thank you, and it's got bigger and bigger, and Mhm. Just look a little bit to the others.
Yes. Oh, let's put the gallery view.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, gosh. Yeah. It's powerful, isn't it? Just one more beautiful than the other.
And it's not running away. Yeah.
No, no, you're so beautiful, Bettina. Mm.
But I noticed a little distance also. So from
Yeah. But that's just interpretation. There is no distance. The truth is that there is no distance ever. Somehow the system
it's a little
comes
bit,
up with that.
yeah, holding back a
With
little bit. Yes.
yeah, let it hold back. It has its own intelligence. It's like, maybe for the first time, no interference. Yeah, see, it starts breathing immediately. No right or wrong. This is how life is woven, the system, Bettina. That's it. Holding back, no holding back. Who gives a? It's not up to you. Yeah. Say again.
It's a lot of energy, it's warm, it's
Yeah, life. Yeah. When there's no idea about anything, it can just do what it needs to do.
I would love to get back to you for one moment, please. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm back to you already.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Yeah, of course. There is nothing to do.
Thank you for saying it again. Yeah.
Thanks for inspiring it. Thanks, Bettina.
Thank you all. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you all for showing up. Been a privilege to hang out with you all again. Love and peace, and love and peace. Until we meet again. Huh? Bye, beloveds.